Now, you guys, I am late to the party, but I did stumble across Love Island USA and I watched season 7. And I'm going to tell you how I stumbled upon watching it. I saw Nick and his mom at some event dancing, and I'm like, who is this guy? You know, I thought he was pretty funny. I thought his mom was pretty funny. I thought it was cute. Then I started seeing the pictures and videos of him and Olandria, and I thought she was really pretty. I thought she looked like a Barbie doll. I'm like, where does this come from? And I saw everybody talking about it, so I'm like, let me check out the show. That is why I started watching Love Island, seeing Nick and Olandria. So you imagine my surprise after watching the show. I'm on the last episode, and I just so happened to be TikToking and stumble upon who was going to win. Why did y'all have Amaya and Brian win? What? Like, I like Amaya as a person. I understood, like, after that challenge where they was choosing, like, how America voted him from, like, most genuine and all of that. I cannot, that's when I say, America likes Amaya. Like, I found her, like, the crying was a bit much. But I thought she was a sweet girl and just misunderstood. And I don't like how the world is trying to make, I don't know if they were trying to make Ace a bad guy, but him having boundaries. Like, it's okay for women to have boundaries, and them saying, hey, I don't want to do this. I don't want you touching me. I think it's inappropriate. But when men do it, it's kind of like, oh, he's being mean. I don't agree with that. I like that he set his boundaries. You know, if we were in the real world, you would not be touching me and doing all this so soon. So just chill out, you know. And I thought he took a great approach by trying to, like, pull her aside and say, hey, this is my boundary. Can you accept it? And was very calm with her when she started flipping out. So I like Amaya as an individual, but I do not believe that her and Brian, like, if we're talking about love connections on Love Island, I don't think Amaya and Brian should have won. Well, who I thought should have won was Nick and Olandria. Just watching them from the beginning, the challenge. Let me tell you, when Nick had Olandria over that shoulder on that challenge, when he was with Sierra and he chose her for the challenge and came out with Olandria over his shoulder, honey, like, I'm just like, oh my God, how is he going to find his girl? Like, he needs to find his girl. Like, they need to get together, you know, because it was so beautiful to see, like, behind the scenes that something was like, I think, you know, being a dark-skinned girl, I do think Olandria probably thought that she was, like, far-fetched from his type. And watching the show, it seems like, you know, he was only going for Europeans or whatever. So, she probably thought she was a stretch from his type. But I'm so glad that they ended up, no matter what, like, coming together. And I do think they should have won. Like, why answer me this. Why she stayed as long as she did? Like, what? I think the first time she was put up for elimination, and I was surprised that Ace stood behind her. Like, she didn't have no love connection. I think Jeremiah had dumped her, and that stuff with Jeremiah was crazy. I'm like, she doing way too much for just knowing somebody, calling him, you know, bitch, and cussing that man out. Like, I just think that was so crazy. But it's because y'all was slow with the people too soon. Oh, you couldn't catch me on TV telling my business, you know, like, on national TV. But you gave it up too soon, and then you shot when he don't want nothing to do with you. You ain't got no imagination left after that, you know. But I was surprised she stayed as long as she did. Just her antics with being rude and mean. I thought not taking accountability for her actions, and toward the end, people like, oh, I really seen the change. No, she didn't. It's always like, how did I look? And, you know, you can tell she's really full of herself. You know, I thought she should have went home. And I also can't believe, I can't believe y'all did Shelly and Ace like that. Y'all did Shelly and Ace dirty. Like, from the challenge where y'all voted them least, at least in everything. They were voted least for everything. I was really surprised because they seem like very genuine people to me. And I know Ace is Leo. I'm a Leo. One thing we're going to do is keep it plain black and white, honey. No in between with us. So I thought he was, like, the way he communicated things, I thought was a great thing. I did look up everybody's zodiac sign because I'm into that thing, so I know Shelly is a Virgo. I did not like when, she got upset at Huda for the challenge. I do agree that it was too much, but I don't think you should, you had double back Chris. What you mad for? Everybody was doing too much, in my opinion. But, I can't believe y'all sent them home. I thought they would make it to the finale. Y'all sent Ace and Shelly home. I was very surprised. Now, Pepe and Iris, I think, that was kind of, oh, you're here, might as well, So, it's really surprised. And Huda and Chris, another, people who should have went home a long time ago, in my opinion. So, the fact that y'all sent them to home, I was very shocked. When Hannah went home, I was mad with them girls. Because Hannah wasn't supposed to go home. I think then that's when I thought Amaya would go home. But they sent Hannah home. I didn't agree with that. Then they reasoning for sending her home. She was stuck on Charlie. I think she wasn't trying to pursue you guys. You've been stuck on Ace since the beginning. Alandria stuck on Taylor since the beginning, who did not like her. Taylor did not. I'm sorry. I saw that from the beginning. I'm like, Taylor don't like her. It's just, you gotta be partnered up, or you race being dumped from the island, so you gotta have somebody. Hold on. But just how quickly he switched up, he really did not like Alandria. And that's why, being on the backgrounds and seeing how Nick was with Alandria, dang, I don't want Nick to say something, man, come save her, take her or something, because he did not like her. I think he was just trying to, get by. Clark came in, honey, he did a whole 360. Okay, but I did like their little love connection, but on that challenge where them America voted, honey, America was not having what Taylor did to Alandria. They were not having it. And I do agree, she saved you. She saved you a few times, and she was always on the chopping block, about to get dumped from the island, about to leave. And while she about to get dumped from the island over in Casa, you over here with a new bitch, all right, America went having it, and you got dumped. But back to Nicolandria, Nico, Frico, whatever they love, Nicolandria Nation. I think they should have won. Love Nick and Alandria. They were pretty. I thought they were supposed to win, but you guys voted how you want to vote it. But next time, me and my husband gonna be front and center for the next season. We missed this season. It was a great season. Love Shelly and Alandria. It was two beautiful women. Huda should have got kicked off. Amaya should have got kicked off. Sierra. Whoa, geez Louise, what a girl. And I'm so happy that Nick's parents were rooting for these two, because the world that we live in today, so much hate in the world just off of the color of our skin. So I was glad to see that that didn't steer nobody from making a love connection. I really love these two together, and you guys won in my eyes. Now, that's all for my take on Love Island Season 7. Bye-bye.